Hi, I'm Maura McCullough, founder of College Scoops. Our goal at College Scoops is to provide valuable, curated content to help students and parents get a better feel and vibe of a college campus and the surrounding area. Whether you are in high school or at university, College Scoops provides the inside scoops on everything college related, highlighting the best places to eat, stay, and explore on and around campus. We know college visits in particular should and can be fun, offering new insights into the local community and surrounding area each and every time you step foot on campus. We have just launched a virtual college experience series to highlight what our student ambassadors love about their school and to answer several important questions you and your students may have about particular colleges. We hope you find these videos helpful because we had a ton of fun making them. Thank you to all of our student ambassadors and to the entire College Scoops community for pulling these videos together. Please subscribe to College Scoops and follow us on our social media.
Hi everyone, my name is Juliet and I'm the Boston College Lead Ambassador for College Scoops. Today we're bringing you a virtual experience video to answer questions that many students have as they make their final college decisions or start to develop their college list.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a rising junior in the class of 2022, double majoring in biology and economics with a minor in global public health. On campus, I'm a part of GlobeMed, Eagle Volunteers, which is a service club, and the Boston College Public Health Club.
Hi, my name is Megan Kern. I am a rising senior at Boston College. I'm an elementary education major and a math and computer science interdisciplinary major. I'm from Champlin, Minnesota, and I'm involved in the student admissions program as a tour guide. Appalachian Volunteers, which is a reflection and service-based program, and you go on a service trip in the spring. I'm involved in the Office of Health Promotion as a health coach. Lastly, I'm a leader for 48 Hours, which is a freshman, non-religious, non-spiritual retreat just about the college transition.
How's it going? My name is Sam Rollins, and I'm from Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, and I'm going to be a rising junior at Boston College. And I am in the Carroll School of Management, the business school here. My two concentrations are finance and management and leadership. The three biggest things I'm involved with at BC are: one, I'm involved on a lacrosse team. It's called Club Lacrosse. Secondly, I'm involved with Appalachia Volunteers, or APA as it's called at Boston College. Lastly, I am involved with Boston College Bystander Intervention. It's a group that tries to raise awareness about sexual assault and rape on college campuses.
Hi, my name is Lily Kennedy. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a political science major in the class of 2022, and some things that I'm involved in include women's club basketball, the student admissions program, and I'm soon to be involved in Boston College Bystander.
Hi, my name is Liane. I am from Wayne, New Jersey, and I'm a rising senior at BC in the Morrissey College of Arts and Sciences. I am a biology major and a medical humanities minor. At BC, I am involved in the Arab Students Association, a For Boston service group, and Model UN.
My name is Megi Macy and I'm from Quincy, Massachusetts. I just graduated from Boston College with a degree in biology and a minor in medical humanities on the pre-medical track. At Boston College, I helped spearhead 2 research projects in biophysics and was involved in GlobeMed, BCEMS, resident assistant to 32 lovely young women, a Women in STEM mentor, and I also served as a grassroots on-site worker in Tamil Nadu, India.
What do you wish you knew when you arrived at freshman orientation?
One thing I wish I knew at freshman orientation was you don't need to be spending every moment doing, some program or studying for something and taking an extra class and doing all this extra stuff and fill all your time to be productive.
Boston College does a really, really great orientation in which I think I learned a lot about the school and myself in just the 3 days that I was there for. But what I think I would tell myself if I was re-going into it is just to have fun and to be open. I think it's a really good time to make new friends right away, and then you can come into the school year in August already knowing people and having friends.
One thing that I knew going into orientation, but I wish I actually believed, was the fact that everyone is feeling the exact same way as you going in. Everyone has the same level of anxiety and everyone's nervous about making new friends and seeing if they fit in here. Another one is I recommend taking as many enduring questions and complex problems classes as you can. Signing up for those during orientation is definitely something that I look back on now and see how impactful they were.
At freshman orientation, one of the things that I really wish that I did was branch out more and not just talk to my roommate, because in reality, what I didn't realize was that everybody was there without knowing anybody for the most part, so everybody wanted to meet new friends, and I wish that I was just more comfortable getting out of my comfort zone and talking to people and interacting with people and meeting new people.
At freshman orientation, I wish I knew the importance of upperclassmen mentors because they're the most useful resources for picking classes, getting involved in extracurriculars that you're passionate about, and also for giving really great future career advice.
What was the deciding factor in choosing Boston College?
The Jesuit ideals of educating the whole person really drew me to Boston College, since the core curriculum really ensures that you have a comprehensive understanding of all subject areas, which will really serve you later in life, because the things you're learning in these core classes are applicable to so many different areas and careers.
I ultimately chose Boston College because it just felt right to me, which doesn't happen for everyone. I was on a tour at Boston College and I decided this is the place that I want to go. And I think what it was for me was that they were talking a lot about how they could help me find meaning in my life and help me help myself find meaning in my life and find those experiences and see what I really want to do and help the wider community.
Since my sophomore year of high school, Boston College has been my dream school. I think it's just the perfect mix of everything. It's great. It has great social life as well as being great academically. It has a good mix of being right outside the city and it's super accessible, as well as you're kind of in the suburbs and you have that campus feel for sure. I think it's just well-rounded and the perfect mix of everything.
I had a great tour, a great shadow day. The campus was beautiful. I fell in love immediately. And I believe that people there who I met were very real about their experience. And they weren't afraid to tell me what they thought was wrong or what they didn't like. And that's how I knew that I would fit in this community.
One of the things that really drew me to BC was their emphasis on the freshman experience, where they kind of recognized the difficulty in transitioning between high school and college, and they provided a lot of resources for that, like Ascend, which was an all-girls retreat group, or the 48 Hours retreat.
How easy is it to register for classes?
The way BC's class registration works is lottery-based, meaning that students in each grade are randomly assigned a 15-minute slot period over the course of 2 days to register for classes. Class registration for each grade, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, were separated by about a week or so. Registering for classes was easy if you had a good, that is, early, pick time. Otherwise, later pick times increased the likelihood of courses reaching maximum capacity closing and you, unfortunately, not being able to get into that class.
Registering for classes is honestly super easy. The program that BC uses is a little difficult to master at first, but once you do, it's not usually super hard to get into the classes that you want to get into. And even if you don't, professors are usually really accommodating in terms of overriding you into their class.
Registering for classes is a bit challenging and confusing the first time, but the professors are very helpful in explaining the system, and once you log in one time, it becomes second nature.
And the first time you ever register, you have professors and advisors around to help you.
It depends on your field of study, whether that's more the case. In education, usually classes are pretty available, and I've never had that be an issue. Sometimes in bigger realms of study, classes that you want can close out. One thing BC does offer, though, is an app that you can enter all the classes you'd like to be in, and they'll send you a notification when someone drops that class, so you can add it.
What is the social scene like? Are freshmen allowed at parties?
So BC actually doesn't have a Greek life system, so a lot of social life revolves around clubs and activities that you're involved in, as well as the people that you live with.
Greek life is not a thing at BC, and so what people instead do is get really involved in clubs and organizations, and they have kind of made themselves some strong communities. And so oftentimes that's the way to make friends across grades and to get to know people in your own grade as well.
But a lot of the clubs kind of take over the role as Greek life, and they have a lot of different mixers and formals throughout the year. So that's a great way to get involved in the social scene.
No parties are allowed in freshman dorms. The best way for freshmen to go out and meet people and go to parties are definitely to go off campus to junior and senior houses or to the mods. And the best way to do that, I think, is to join clubs that you're interested in, meet people, meet upperclassmen, forge relationships, and then get invited to go hang out with them.
Boston College does not have Greek life, but does allow parties to be registered. Because freshmen are underage and with less social capital than their older classmates, they have a higher chance of being rejected from parties, unless they know the upperclassmen who are hosting the party and or were personally invited.
How difficult is it to find housing?
BC either gives 3 or 4 years of housing, and you find that out in your acceptance letter. If you have 4 years of housing, it's generally really easy to find a place to live, even if it's not in the ideal place, because BC guarantees you a place on campus. If you have 3 years of housing, then there are tons of real estate companies that go through BC that will help you find the perfect off-campus house or apartment.
It's not difficult to find housing at BC, but it might be difficult to find the housing that you want. BC has a luck of the draw system, so you and your group apply to the housing system and you get a pick time and you can choose from the available rooms in that pick time in dorms. It might not be the room that you want and you might have to split up into a smaller group or a bigger group.
BC Housing runs on a lottery system, so luck plays a huge role in where you end up living. So when you're accepted to BC, you are offered either 3 or 4 years of on-campus housing. I'm not sure the exact split, but I do think more students are offered 3 years than 4 years. And those who have 3 years on campus, their off-campus year will actually be junior year, which is a bit atypical. I know that at a lot of other schools, you'll move off campus like junior or senior year and then you'll stay off. But the people who live off at BC go off junior year and then everyone comes back senior year, which is kind of cool. I think it's something different and unique about our school.
So as a junior right now, I can talk about this a lot because I have a lease on an off-campus house with 9 other friends right now. And it wasn't too difficult at all. At BC, there are a lot of realtors that specialize in helping BC kids get houses right around school. So we luckily have a great house for a reasonable price, not too far from the school at all. And I'm really, really looking forward to moving into it with my friends. I think it's going to be really fun.
Are students actively involved in clubs, recreational sports, and outside activities?
BC attracts very tenacious, ambitious, enthusiastic, and philanthropic students who are not only eager to learn, but also to serve others and learn from them as well.
Students are super involved in clubs and organizations and other recreational sport activities, especially because there isn't Greek life. So they've kind of found like a family or a home or a community within those groups.
BC students are generally super involved in activities outside of class, from volunteering to community service, performing arts, club and intramural sports, and so much more. There's really something for everyone. And you don't have to feel like you have to be involved in 10 different clubs. That's definitely not the vibe here. I would say more people are involved in 2 or 3 things, but they get super involved and passionate about it, which I think is super special.
We also have really great club teams here at Boston College, as well as great intramural seasons. Playing intramural flag football or basketball have been some of my favorite memories at Boston College so far. And there are so many great clubs. There are clubs, too, that kind of bring you into the city where you can work and do community outreach, too. So it's really great. There's a club for anything you could ever think of. It's really cool. It's super easy to be involved. There's this one day in the fall where every single club sets up on the lawn, and you can walk around and talk to the booths and sign up and put your name on the email list for all these different clubs. So it's very easy to get involved at Boston College, and there are so many great clubs and activities you can do.
Does BC do a good job helping students apply for internships and research opportunities?
BC in general does a pretty good job of connecting students with research opportunities and with internships as long as the students look for them and reach out for them. So, for example, in the bio department, any listings that they get for internships or research opportunities, they just send out in an email to all of the majors, but it's kind of up to the students to really reach out to them and connect with them and kind of lock down the internship.
I believe that Boston College is a great career center and career support. I neglected to go to the career center until my sophomore year, and they took me in and they gave me guidance and tools to form a proper resume, as well as guidance for my LinkedIn page to highlight my skills.
And personally, one of the most helpful things for me has been the Endeavor program, which is offered by the Career Center every January for 3 days before second semester starts. You move in a little early. And this program basically focuses on helping students acquire certain skills that are necessary in a wide range of jobs, as well as helping them explore different possible careers of interest. And also they bring in a lot of alumni, so you can make connections and talk to them about what careers they've gone on to do, and you can really learn a lot of valuable information from the alumni that are brought back.
What tips do you have to succeed academically at BC?
The best advice that I can give for succeeding academically at BC is to just figure out what works for you.
In order to succeed academically at Boston College, you have to be willing to take risks and to step into the zone of discomfort. Whether that be double majoring in another study of choice, signing up to be a tutor or mentoring young kids, or even volunteering at inner city organizations, you must muster up enough courage to take matters into your own hands, whether it be academically or personally, and also to learn the importance of giving back to the community.
One thing that it took me a little while to learn is that you should definitely do your work and homework in the libraries or in other areas. I've tried to do homework in my dorm room or even in the common area in my dorm hall, and it's never as effective as just going to the library.
But one thing I do at school that helps me not get bored of work and keeps me motivated is to switch up my study spot, because BC has so many different nooks and different little study corners that are fun to explore, and it keeps me interested in work.
To succeed academically at BC is to get to know your professors and go to office hours. I know people say that all the time, but I think that this is one of the most important things you can do.
That I've tried to do is to get close with at least one professor per semester, because not only will this help you in that particular class, but building that relationship is going to continue to serve you down the line, since these professors have so much great advice to offer even beyond the scope of that one class that they teach.
Here's how you can get more information like what you have just seen to help you and your student get the inside scoops on college life. We have close to 100 ebooks available at collegescoops.com for purchase. All of our ebooks feature student and parent testimonials on what life is like on campus, living, learning, and working while attending college. We offer students and parents favorite places to eat on and around campus, along with a host of local excursions for you, your student, and family to enjoy during your college experience. With direct links to restaurants, hotels, and excursions, we have made it as easy as possible for you to plan your trip, saving you time, energy, and stress. Whether it is your first time visiting or at graduation, we've got you covered.